4a. So in this chapter, they gave us all the present tense forms, present tense active forms for a regular verb, any contract verb, and to be. Right, so all that really adds is the we form and the you plural form, right? The first person plural and the second person plural. Also went through the contract rules for e-contracts, something I believe I have covered in the Quizlet as well for you to practice. Good information to know. Then also we saw some first declension nouns, first declension feminine nouns. So as usual, I've highlighted the verbs in red, and I've highlighted the feminine nouns in yellow. They won't all be first declension. It's going to be a few thirds in here as well, but if they're feminine, I've highlighted them anyhow because also you have the article there to recognize, right? The feminine article. Right, so we saw the feminine article and first declension nouns, which as we'll learn is mostly feminine. Right? All right, so we'll cover the first four lines. The rest you'll do on your own. Te de hysteria. Let me get my eraser. Epe proton anatele ho helios he gune ton andra kale kai epere ton o aner pesin ho gar helios anatele. Ho de doulos ede age tus bus pros ton agron. Ego de kai he tugatir and no ecomen badistain pros tain cranein. Okay. All right. So te de hysteria. So te hysteria. This is a feminine. How do I know it's feminine? The feminine article. No matter what declension it is, if it has a feminine article, it's feminine. Hysteria is first declension, right? So alpha iota subscript is a dative first declension ending. You could also see eta iota subscript like you see in the feminine article, right? We went over the rules about when they change. Most important thing is to be able to recognize either when you see it. Okay, so it gives us a way, right? This is the date of a time when, so it's something we'll talk about later. For now, I'll just give it to you all the next day. When first proton, right? This is adverbial accusative here, something we'll talk about eventually. So when first the sun is rising, ho helios is the sun, right? This is masculine. How do I know? The ho, of course. And it's second declension. Os is a second declension ending. So when the sun is first rising, hey gune. So this is feminine. The hey tells me that, right? That is the nominative singular feminine article. But gune, not first declension. This is actually a third declension. It has an eta ending, so you might have thought it was a first declension, but actually it's going to be a third. Right? So hey gune, that's my nominative. Ton andra, that's accusative. We're going to need a verb. Kale, there we go. So the woman or the wife calls Tonandra, the husband, or in this context, we could say her husband. One hopes it's her husband, right? So the wife or the woman, either way, calls her husband, right, or her man, right? It could be man, husband, wife, woman, flexible. Calais, of course, a contract, right? And she piscine, she says, epere sailton. So epire, an imperative, just ends in e. It's a singular imperative. Sailton is yourself, right? It gives it to you. Sailton, yourself. Um, Later we will see these pronouns, but for now it just gives it to you. So lift yourself, man, her husband, right? Vocative, oh, don't lose that clue, right? A good clue with a vocative that you're seeing now. She says, okay, gar, remember post positive, usually women take it first. For or because, o helios anatele. Just covered that. The sun is rising. Okay, day. So now we go to the next thing. Ho doulos ede age. So the slave, ede already, age is leading. All right. Receiving the action, the accusative, tus bus, the oxen. He's leading the oxen. Prepositional phrase, pros to agron, to the field. Okay, day. So we're going to the next clause being linked here. Ego, I. Right? I, Kai he Tugater. So I am the daughter, right? So I know it's feminine because of the hey, but Tugater is another third declension. So it's not a first declension. So it doesn't have a first declension ending, right? So that's a good clue. It's not a first declension. So I and the daughter end no Ekaman. Okay, so I and someone else make a we, right? So we verbs end in men, right? Omen, that can become something else, a contract verb. So an e contract would be ou, umen, right? E and o make ou. All right, but this is regular. So I and the daughter have and know in mind, right? We have in mind or we intend. This is given to you somewhere. It's in the vocab. I don't have that on the page. Okay, so we have in mind. In mind to do something. Bedizdain. So this is an infinitive, right? A regular infinitive. EIN is the ending. If it was e contract, you'd have a circumflex over the EI, right? But it's not. So we have in mind, or we intend, bedizdain, to walk, right? So this infinitive is completing the thought of we have in mind. So we have in mind bedizdain, to walk. Right? Infinitive is to plus the verb, as we talked about. To walk prostain crane, to the spring. Kind of spring where you get water, right? Tain cranane's feminine. The tain tells me that. It's also second, I'm sorry, it's also first declension. The eta nu ending tells me it's first declension, accusative singular, right? Right, so the spring, that's feminine. It's a feminine noun. Right, we talked about gender. Eparea sail tone. So again, lift yourself, get up. Okay, so let's work on the rest of this, go over it, know it perfectly, and we'll move on. Until next time.